It's a dilemma in every community in the nation, allowing development without sacrificing the environment. Here in Montgomery County, Maryland, one of the fastest growing counties in the nation, they think they're striking the right balance. Here, the local government has designed an innovative stormwater management program that sets the county on a pollution diet with a permit that strives to reduce trash and treat the county's rainwater that runs off roofs and paved surfaces, picking up pollutants on its way to the Chesapeake Bay.
We're cutting new ground here, but it's a very, very stringent permit. It has some of the toughest requirements in the country. We would say right up there with the toughest requirements in the country.
The permit is unique because it's funded by a water quality protection charge, a fee added to the property tax of most homeowners. The county has given themselves 5 years to clean up their act.
We have to monitor the streams to make sure we're showing water quality improvements. And again, that's something that's never been required before.
The county also provides cash incentives from $200 to $5,000 to create what they call green infrastructure through the Rainscapes rebate program. You can see the green infrastructure idea in practice at Eastern Village Co-housing in Silver Spring. Here, urban living takes on a newer, greener feel. Eastern Village has a rain garden, green roof, and a rain barrel collection system that all make the housing both energy and water efficient. Brian Savoy lives in Eastern Village.
Being able to have architects come over and say, wow, this is really easy to do, and they're doing it. We could do it too in these other commercial, dwellings or residential dwellings. That's great.
Environmental advocate Diane Cameron says the county is also rethinking how stormwater is collected and treated. In the 1980s, the county began building retention ponds as a way to hold and treat polluted runoff. This outdated method is still in use in parts of the county.
And also these ponds get hot in the summer, and they tend to have a low oxygen or no oxygen in the hot summer. So they're discharging heated up water that may have a lot of bacteria and other pollutants in it.
This rain garden at the Dennis Avenue Health Center is an example of the newer practice of naturally absorbing and treating the polluted runoff. Here, the water is channeled away from pavement and into a rain garden, where lush plants and rich soil filter pollutants out as the water soaks in to the earth. But residents say county regulations can only do so much. There needs to be a concerted effort to save the environment, one household and one neighborhood at a time.
The thing that's important is the will to do it. And the will to do it comes from a community that's connected and organized.
It's one thing when you go to an industry and say, you need to control what you're discharging at the end of the pipe. Whole other thing when you're going to all the residents and say, here's something you may never have thought about before. And if you do something different, it may not make a big difference if it's just you. But if we all do it, it's the only way we can successfully clean up the streams in this county and ultimately the Chesapeake Bay.